Alright, here's my first video of this lifting program I'm doing. I'm going to try and record these videos for at least one training cycle and put them together like this. I thought it'd be kind of fun to try it out. I see some other people, watch some other content creators rather do similar stuff, and I enjoy the format, so my main plan is to voice over it and talk about it. Like I said, probably just going to do this for one cycle to start, and if I keep liking it and other people seem to enjoy it, I'll keep at it. So let me know what you think. This program I'm running is based off of what's called Jim Wendler's 531 program. It's really common for people who run something like starting strength or strong lifts 5x5, and they go on Reddit and go, hey, I did this starting strength, or I did strong lifts 5x5. What do I do next? Extremely common for this to be recommended. It's a program I used to run a long time ago, and I haven't done it in a bit. I switched to kind of another style for a while, but I wanted to kind of push my 1-rep maxes here a little bit, so decided to come back to it and see what I could do with that. This is modified to mainly work on push stuff. So Wendler's includes kind of a typical powerlifting split. A lot more focus on squats and things like that. So I have a little more pressing related stuff in here, but those are the only major differences. And a couple, aside from a couple enjoyable accessories that I do along with it. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much what I got going there. I don't think every video will be me going through every single exercise I have in this video. I thought it would just be a good way to start it off here. And in the future I'll probably just start riffing on other topics or just talking about lifting stuff in general. So yeah, with that, let's watch the video and see what we think here. Just gonna make sure I mute the audio track there. All right. So week 1, day 1 here, we are looking at the push press. I actually don't have a ton to add to this. This is the third set, the top set, which is basically try to do 5 or more reps in the first week. I get 9 here. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton to add in terms of critique. I could always wish to have a little more leg drive. I could always wish to have more power, but I mean, I hit 9 at 175, 175 pounds, so I'd call that probably an RPE 8, which basically means I could have probably pushed out 2 more. Yeah, I felt good about this overall. Nothing much to add. So we come into the overhead press here. I have this for 3 sets of 5, the third set being a 5+. This way it's also super easy overall. I'm going light because I haven't been strict pressing in a while because of my shoulder issues, but now that those are resolved, I'm back at it. Plan is to hop the weight up each week, probably just a little bit, 5 pounds or something like that, 5 pounds, maybe 10 the most. Top set here is, I think a set of 9. Felt easy, felt pretty achievable. You may have noticed 1 or 2 of them, my left arm is kind of lagging behind the right arm. That's something I focus on to try to keep my shoulder health in general better. So it was looking good overall, but just something to keep in mind for myself and when you're watching. Now we get to a bench press. This is pretty easy set of sets of 8 here. These are definitely not sub-max, not even close to max. Just mostly just to get some work in, just gets a little blood flow going. A little more focus on trying to also do a little bit of a pause on these. This first set here wasn't super clean in terms of the pause, a little bit quick. But this is the third set here, which I got for 10. It did not feel hard. It was, I would rate this like a maybe an 8, 7, 8 RP, or 7.5, 8, something like that. But you'll notice the pauses are just a little bit cleaner. Going for like a 1 or so second pause. I should probably up that up to about 2 seconds, but yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about that overall, though. So it's definitely nice to have a little bit higher volume. It's what I'm used to from my training for the past year or so. So this is a nice little touch. And then this is my little shoulder work section. The first part's shoulder raises and rotations. So start with the raises. 3 sets of all this stuff. Basically just not trying to do any major hypertrophy work or any strength work or anything like that. This is all just helping keep isolate the shoulder muscles and get them working pretty nicely. The raises they always feel nice actually at the end of a pressing workout, but they're nice and simple. These are where it gets kind of interesting. You can watch them here. My right shoulder does okay here. Like it can rotate a decent amount out. I'm not super flexible. I mean, you can tell from the video, but not too bad. It's a decent amount. And then we get to the left shoulder here, and you'll notice the arm straightens out a lot, and I can barely even make it, nearly as far as my right shoulder. My right shoulder is what was having issues, and I think this is kind of the root cause, is that I think the left shoulder just can't rotate well enough, and so I was relying on my right shoulder to compensate a ton. And I think that caused a strain on the right shoulder, which caused it to hurt for a while. But these exercises have really helped. Similar thing here. It's a strain on my right arm, you can see, but I'm getting it back decently. I'm getting it back decently far. Yeah, you can see on my face too. I'm like, these things really help, or are necessary. And you can just see the left arm, it just does not rotate nearly as much. So yeah, this is definitely good stuff to have added into the workout. If you're having shoulder issues, or actually preferably if you're not, I definitely recommend programming this stuff in. Takes extra 15 minutes. Couldn't even finish the set of 10 there. It takes extra 10 or 15 minutes, but it's worth it. It really has made a big difference for me. Here's just a little extra pressing, super light. I think that's like 45, 50 pounds. Just to work the shoulders, just a little extra. Yeah, nothing there, and too special there. And then just some shrugs. Again, super light. Maybe I think I did 20 or so for a couple sets. Yeah, so highly recommend you add these in, but yeah, nothing too special there. Alright, here we go. Day 2 finally. We are on to deadlifts. So the way this program works is I should probably do a video that explains the program itself, but the gist of it is you are working your program based on 90% of your 1 rep max. So I think I have mine set at 380 pounds for 1 rep max. So that means you take 90% of that, which is about 340, 345, something like that. And then all of your numbers are scaled off of that. So this first week, this top set here is roughly 85% of that. Actually, it's a little off because I changed the numbers after the fact, but yeah, you'll see here this is a set of I think it's a set of 9. I was doing the program before this, I was doing 4 sets of 8 at 285, or what's that in kilos? 130 kilos. So coming to this as a top set was not a big deal. So hitting it for 9 was pretty easy. I'd call that an RP 8 maybe. Definitely had more there. So Pendlay rows. I'm not super great at these. Definitely something to work on. I don't have the weight too high or anything. One adjustment I made recently was to raise them a little bit, and actually the way I do it is basically lower myself, so I take out those little tiles I have on the floor. That lowers me to the ground, makes it a little easier because my arms are just a bit short, so that just makes the whole motion easier. This first set looked okay. You can tell at the end I'm kind of pulling up a little bit hard to finish it, but I don't consider that too bad for the last, rep or two. Was not happy with this. This is the third set of 3. I was already kind of struggling, just a few reps in. So definitely going to keep the weight where it is. Keep working on it a bit. It's not I guess it's not the worst, but it could be better. Yeah, definitely a weak point of mine is to work on that upper back. I'll keep at it. Yeah, always good to have stuff to work on, right? And some easy bicep curls, and some, I don't know what they're called. I guess they're behind the head tricep extension things. Normally I do skull crushers, which are lay on the bench and move the weight with your forearms kind of toward the top of your head or your forehead. I like those a little more. I just feel a little more of my triceps. The bicep curls are always good, though. Set of 12 here. I forget if this is the last set or not, but yeah. These are interesting because they're just, weight's not heavy at all. It's just it's kind of your hypertrophy, higher rep work. So yeah, these burn. It looks like a struggle at times. Man, I need a haircut. That is, got some Ringo Starr hair going on, or some old Beatles stuff. All right. Anyway, here we go. This is the. I forgot to add a note for this in the video, but I'll go back and fix it later. This is the third day. This is the primary bench day. Just, I think next video I'll probably take out some more of the warm-ups and stuff like that, and just stick with the main lifts. But for now, I'll leave it. Yeah, nice easy warm-up. So again, this is scaled up from 90% of your 1 rep max. The top set is 85% of that 90% number. Like I said, I'll do a video that explains it a little more clearly in the future, but this is the I think the bottom. Yeah, this is the first one. You start at 65%, so this one's 75% of that 90% 1 rep max training weight. Both these felt easy. Definitely really happy with these. These are I wasn't really training bench too much until 2 or 3 months ago, and it's really come back quick, so that's been nice. Yeah, and here's the top set 215 or 98 kilograms. Look at those pink shoes. I love those things. Just got them a couple weeks ago. They're great. Yep, so here we go. This is, I think, a set of 12. It was just... the weight right now is just very low. It's just really low, really easy feeling. One of the interesting things with this program is it's a bit of a mental game. You have to kind of prepare yourself for over a couple cycles of it, because every couple weeks you're trying to push for that close to a 1 rep max, and it can get a little taxing after jumping the weight up over and over again. So, but yeah, that felt nice and easy. So, alright, and yeah, now we're on to squats. So, this isn't a major focus of mine at this point. I like to leave it in for as a good supplement, you know, just good general strength exercise tool to have, you know, good for the quads and all that stuff. I've been mainly doing safety squat bar, safety bar squats rather, because of my shoulder acting up. So I haven't actually done a standard conventional squat in quite a while. And since I'm not really focused on it, I'm happy to just use the safety squat bar. So yeah, looking at a couple warm-up sets here. The bar weighs a little more than standard barbell. I think it's about 65 pounds. Yeah, 65 pounds, about 30 kilos. So a little extra. So I'm counting the 3 sets of 8 I'm doing as about 100 kilos or 225 pounds. Yeah. I've been using the lifters too, which has been nice. It does force me a little bit upright, a tiny bit more for squats, which I'm not used to. I'm used to a low bar squat. So I think I have to work on adjusting that a little bit, try to keep myself a little more upright, see if I can get just a little bit better depth. Not too stressed about it, but could be better. Will not be doing any powerlifting meets with that kind of depth, but it works. It's a good workout. So yeah. And last thing is my box jump dumbbell press supersets. I've been doing these for a while. Box jump's really handy, and dumbbell press is just kind of fun. It's kind of like a circus dumbbell press. That's the technique I aim to use, but I don't have a circus dumbbell, so I just use standard one. So these 2 clips are going to be both left arm sets. I do 2 sets on each arm, so 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and a box jump for each one. Yeah, so you'll see that this dumbbell press is not going great. Part of it is that I've got the weight kind of positioned in a weird way. It's sort of like pitched back, and my elbow's pitched forward a little too much. You can see I even lose balance. That's how out of whack it got. I was able to muscle through it, but it was not clean. Yeah, so not my absolute favorite here for sure. Part of it is that I was also standing on that tile, which is on uneven surface. So that was a little bit strange. So that was the first set. Here comes the second set. Overall, I was much happier with the second set. On the box jumps, I don't usually worry too much, but I do like to try to get my feet like firmly planted up there, so like I can kind of hit it and push myself up, as opposed to just like barely hitting it and slipping back down. Just feels like a more solid, complete movement. And then I adjusted by going onto an actual more flat surface here. You'll see the dumbbell and my shoulder are much more closely aligned now, and I felt a lot better about the position. Here, this is still not the cleanest set. My left arm is definitely not quite as powerful as the right, but yeah, much better than the first attempt. See, at the end I give the little, this is a little sketchy wave here. It's yeah. So, yeah, so that's that entire training week right there. I have the other thing I try to do is try to have what I'm calling have a cardio event happen to me. Something that's not just weightlifting. So I will try to incorporate that into these videos too in the future. I don't have one for this week, but I will make sure to get into the next one. So, alright, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.